Disconnect the washer from the wall outlet. Remove the front panel. Remove the top panel holding screws. Disconnect the safety switch. Remove the top panel. As you could see, here is a broken damping strap. You will need to remove these screws to remove the broken damping strap. Go ahead and remove the broken damping strap. Remove this plastic strap holder and install it on the new damping strap. Install the damping strap on the drum side first, then on the metal frame. Then screw the holding screw to the frame. Then screw the holding screw on the drum side. Reconnect the door switch and install the top panel and secure it. Install the front panel and you're done replacing the damping straps. Disconnect the washer from the wall outlet. Remove the front panel. As you could see, one of the rod and spring assemblies is broken. That's why the drum is tilted down on the left side. Remove the top panel holding screws. Lift the top panel and lean it against the wall like this. Make sure that it's secure and won't fall down. This is a closer view of the broken rod and spring assembly. Pull the broken rod right out. Remove the rod holding cup. Stick the rod and spring assembly through the hole and secure it with the holding cup. This is the way you're going to pull up the drum when you're going to install the rod and spring assembly. Grab the spring cover and push down on it and lift the drum and set it in place. Give the drum a good push down to snap the spring holder in place. Make sure you secure the pressure switch hose to the rod. Lower down the top panel and secure it with the holding screws. Install the front panel and you're done replacing the rod and spring assembly. Use the same procedure to fix any of the 4 rod and spring assemblies on the front or on the back. Let me show you how you may be able to fix a broken rod and spring assembly if you have all the parts and the rod broke close to the end of it. If the rod broke at the top of it, forget about it. You will need to get a new one. First, you need to have all the parts. I number each one of the parts in the order that they will be assembled. Here is a view of the way that it should be assembled. Okay, start putting the parts together. Make sure you put them the right way. This is the way it should look when you put them the right way. Now all you have to do is take it to a welding place and have them weld the washer to the rod. Now all you have to do is install the part. The reason I show you how to do this is because these parts are expensive, probably $50 or $60 each, and it will take time to get them to you. By doing this, you will extend the life of the washer, and you will get the washer working in no time. Disconnect the washer from the wall outlet. Remove the front panel. Remove the pump holding screws. Disconnect the fill hoses. Lower the drain hose and use a pan to catch any leftover water from the pump. Remove the drain hose so it won't break when you lay down the washer. Put a piece of rug or a blanket on the floor to protect the washer. Lay down the washer on its back. Remove the holding screws on the bottom panel. Bring the bottom panel forward and let it rest on the floor. Now you need to remove the belt, but before loosening the motor holding nuts, mark their location. Loosen the motor holding nuts and remove the belt. Move the motor to the marks you made before and tighten the holding nuts. To remove the spring clip, use a flat screwdriver. Tap on it until it comes out. Tap on the motor shaft to loosen up the clutch and remove it. This cotter pin on the motor shaft is supposed to line up with this groove on the clutch. Put a little grease on the motor shaft and install the new clutch. Install the spring clip and use the screwdriver to tap it in place. Now put the belt on the clutch pulley and on the right side of the transmission pulley. Turn the transmission pulley clockwise until the belt sets on the pulleys. The belt tension should be okay. Install the bottom panel and the holding screws. Stand the washer up and install the pump screws. Install the front panel, the drain hose, and the fill hoses, and you are done replacing the clutch. After removing the drain hose and removing the two pump holding screws, lay the washer on the floor on its back. Remove the bottom panel holding screws and let the panel rest on the floor. Get a piece of rope about 2 feet long and double it like this. Take the two ends of the rope and stick it through the belt, then through the loop on the rope. Pull it and hold it with your left hand. With a 3/4 inch socket wrench, loosen the pulley holding nut. Remove the rope, the holding nut, and remove the pulley and the belt. Remove the broken spring and install the new one. Install the transmission pulley and hand tight the holding nut. Install the belt. Notice that I did not loosen the motor screws. I left them in the position that they were before I removed the belt. Use the rope again to hold the belt in place and tighten the pulley holding nut. Close the bottom panel and secure it with the holding screws. And install the two pump holding screws. Set the timer in the spin cycle and pull the knob to turn the washer on. Use a pencil to activate the door switch. This way the washer will spin with the door open. This is the way that the washer is supposed to spin with a good transmission spring. Install the front panel and the drain hose. That's all it takes to replace the transmission spring.